Hold on. Where is hold on. What's going on? You. Where is guess at the stream? Hey,
Hey,
there
we in
we
there.
go.
Yeah, classic. Oh, are we live?
Yeah, cause I was trying to I was trying to freaking go not go live and just go with you, but for some reason it got crazy. But it is what it is. We gonna keep it like this, keep it 100.
Yeah,
What'd you say about
I said it might be a minute for classic because he got tied up really quick at work.
All right, it's all good. So we could break down what this whole activated thing is about for the people. Let me get what's up with my Bluetooth. Let me get what's on my Bluetooth is acting crazy. What is up with my Bluetooth?
It's
Happy
wilding out on
Thursday,
you.
people. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody. We
Happy
activated up in
Thursday.
here.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. We are in the building. My
Yes,
name
we
is
are.
Brooklyn Bread, aka Sony Wright. My co-host, matter of fact, I'm the co-host. The main host is Samantha.
Yes, we are.
I'm the co-host. The
Yeah,
main
my name.
host is Samantha.
Yeah. My name is Samantha Lavelle. Chief VP, Editor of Public Relations with Certified Nation Entertainment.
Yes. And to let y'all know, let everybody know, today's guest is Pain Game is today's guest is I'm gonna put him as category other.
Yes, he definitely is category other for sure. For sure.
Because
For sure.
he's a different breed, very talented individual, very educated, very well traveled at the same time. So we gonna once he gets on, we're gonna really indulge into who he is as a person, as an artist, and what he brings to the table as far as what he's giving to the culture, his passion, his drive, and what it means to be independent. You know, and we're gonna shout out first. We're gonna shout out Samantha Lavelle. And I'm gonna tell you
Thank
why,
you.
because she is on her grind, like for real, for real. She's been in tune with all these other artists and bringing them and letting everyone network with them and just branching out and letting
Mm-hmm.
everyone just unify.
Yes.
This is a network game. This is a network business. So I just wanted to shout out Samantha and all the work she's doing and all the work she's gonna continue to do and just bringing to light artists like Pen Game, Hashtag Bars, and other talents that I might not have met or ran into if I didn't know who you were. So I
Yeah.
want to thank you.
Oh, it's all good. It's much love. It's all about the independent artist support movement. We're going to keep it going on as well. Just celebrating the artists and the music, what they're bringing to the table and, just spreading that support all around as well. Oh, by the way, Pen Game, he's ready. Did you send him the link?
Well, oh, you know what? I didn't even send him. I didn't even send him a link. Did you? I sent it to you to send it to him.
No, I thought you were the host.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
send Pen Game. I gotta send it to him on IG.
To the Facebook. He's waiting for it.
All right, let
Mm-hmm.
me send it to him on Facebook right now. What's his
Yeah.
shoot? What's his name on Facebook?
Meeks Joel, Meeks, and
Joel,
then
Joel.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get it to him right now.
Okay.
Right now. My fault. I got him right there. Here we go.
Yeah,
Add him
a
as a
little
friend.
technical
Boom.
difficulties, people, but you know how it is. It's all mad love, and we're just doing it. This is the first premiere of the Activated podcast, and we're just getting it
Come
going.
on, send private message. Hey, boom. All right, I just sent it to him. My fault,
Okay.
people. My fault. I apologize. I'm gonna be real. I'm still getting used to this StreamYard platform. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's my fault, people. My fault for all of you. Oh, we still got 2 minutes though. That can still be, nitty. So we it's all right. This is the
Yeah.
warm up. It's the layup line right now.
Yep, everybody get to see, the warm up. This could make the blooper reel, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, we
It's
should. You
all
know what?
love.
Y'all dope, right? We got podcast bloopers.
We should have a blooper reel. I swear, everybody got some bloopers going on. I don't care how perfect you are, and it's just kind of funny. You got to laugh and enjoy yourself. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Tap in to the
Tap
bloopers.
in,
This
share,
is real.
get to know us, engage. We love the comments. Engage. Oh, sweet. I just noticed the background says activated. Oh, I didn't know I did
Yes.
that. Okay, all right. And then
Yeah, you did that.
you can't see it when you're doing it. You have to wait till you live. Yeah, I'm still getting acclimated with this thing.
You're still getting it going. Yeah, still getting it going and everything. It's all good.
Welcome to all Techland things.
That's so I'm just
What's
still
that?
getting acclimated a little bit with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
With this thing.
Yeah,
But I'm
but
excited. I'm excited. I can't wait. I love his albums. You know what's crazy? I was listening to what's it, the Loner album?
yes, that came
Whoa.
out
That
for
joint,
this.
I like that. I like all three of them. The Black Side has a lot of interludes that I like. I want to ask him what he got them. I think it's from Uncle Tom's Cabin, but I'm not
Mhm.
sure. Because they were
Yeah,
they had some. Yeah, I like him. I like his mindset. I like where he's at with it. I
yes,
like him getting classic.
he's extremely deep, and the Loner came out right before Graffiti Rap. It came out earlier this year, and it just dealt with mental illness, depression, because
Yeah.
everybody was really going through depression, with everything that's been going on last year with the pandemic and things like that. And then he came out with Graffiti Rap, and that's day one there, and he got me in on it, and it's just been history, ever since. It really
Yeah.
has. Like it's a dope album.
Yeah, he is
Do you
very
have?
artistic. He definitely category other because I like his. He doesn't remind me of anybody, and that's a good thing. He has his
Mhm.
own category other, his own style, and I like that.
Yes.
And you know what? You can tell it was his music is about. It's reality. He really saw it, went
Mhm.
through it, experienced it, whether it was immediate or second or third person. You can hear that in his music.
Yes. Yeah,
And
definitely.
I like music that provokes feelings that get you going, got you in a certain mood. Like I know that. I
Yes.
love music like that.
Mhm.
I'm a fan now.
Yeah.
I'm a
I
fan
told
because
you.
he doesn't have
Yes.
it's not a bunch of party tracks on it. No, nothing wrong with that. But I just like to get deep sometimes. I like to just someone on it just like, oh I can relate to that. Oh yeah, that was
Yes.
yep.
Mhm.
He's dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
he released it on November the 13th, and then he reached out to me to just do kind of like an iTunes,
Yeah.
review, just to get people to look in. And then he was so impressed by that review, he asked me to write a full album review. And that's around the same time I was thinking about writing and things like that. So, after all that was said and done, I joined his team, and I just been sharing the music and the album, and people noticed that review, and then people asked me to do more reviews, and people are seeing his music more, respecting him as an artist. So we're definitely been coming full circle, with this. That's day one right there, and he's definitely an affiliate of Certified Nation for sure.
Yeah, I see. He's always promoting us, shouting us out, and that's respect right there. That is,
Yeah,
he get much respect from me for that because
definitely.
He,
Well, he just
he
sees,
doesn't have to do it at all. So
yeah, he just sees what we're doing. We're definitely, it's a genuine support of independent artists, and everything's honest. It's definitely like a family atmosphere that we have going on. It's a beautiful thing. I couldn't be any more happier.
yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're on the team. I'm glad that you have a great network and that you know the business is good, the relationships are good. Because sometimes you have the people might be around, but the business is not good. The relationship is always some secret ulterior motive, or someone someone has an underlying thing that they're trying to get across. and it doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
But with us and with your network, it just seemed like it was the universe just said, "Here, this is what y'all want to hear. I'm gonna give it to y'all just like this." So
Definitely. And
it's beautiful.
it's funny how you mentioned the universe because, I have a Twitter account too, right? And I really wasn't using it as often, but when stuff started to pick up, something just said, just use it. So believe it or not, that's how City the Great found me. He messaged me on Twitter. He was like, message me on Twitter, like, we see what you're doing, we like you to be a part of the team, me and It's Only would like to have like a conference call with you. And then it just took off from there. I think we vibed out for a good hour, right?
Yeah, we definitely did. It's funny because when he first called, he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a quick thing." That quick thing was an hour. Quick conversation was an hour.
Right. I'm thinking, we're going to talk maybe 15 minutes and stuff, but then we kept going and the vibe and the connection was there. And it's just been incredible. It's an incredible group of people. And, I thank you guys for just, having respect for a woman, being in the industry, because for a while I was the only lady on this. So it's been just a very kind of wonderful, organic thing. Not sure where he went. Oh,
I don't know what the heck just happened, but I was fixing my volume and it must have got off. But yeah, like you said, respect for a woman. And it's big. City was big on that. City was big on that. We all were, because in this game, when you get females involved, it's always, yo, especially if she's pretty. She's pretty is almost like, yo, hold on, yo, who she doing? What's up with that? Nah, that's why he let you know from the door. This is business. You know what I mean? How can we help each other? We don't be concerned about what how to help each other, because that's all about elevating each other.
Right.
That's all we about. That's all we about. So
yeah, y'all been nothing but
the pen game.
Yeah, he got it. Yep, he got it. He got it.
Okay.
I mean, let's see,
All right. Shout out to everybody checked in, everybody that's in the comment, that's tuned in, that's live. Share the live, share it, comment, engage. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. And we activated. We activated, which means that we getting it moving. We in motion. We're progressive. We're just not active. We're progressive.
Yes, very, very much so. Very much so. Definitely a different take on the industry as well. Like, we actually want to help people, support people, guide them. I think we're constantly doing that, and just how should I say, coming full circle, I'm connecting all the dots together as well.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then we're just, it's funny because all of this, the podcasting, whether we're hosting it, whether we're being interviewed, this is all getting us prepped for the next step, for the next elevation, for the next flight. Because this is all research and work. This is all a part of the game. This is all like, this is all, it's levels to this thing. And I'm gonna say I'm blessed. I think we're all blessed, and I'm thankful to have a team when everyone's on the same mind frame, and even a network. And that includes Hash, got Bars, Pen Game Classic, and all the other outside networks that Lion Palm brings, Sean brings, City brings, I bring, because it all starts with us. The way we move, it attracts the people that we involve with our network, and we all have the same level head. We're not dumb. We're not book dumb or street dumb or entertainment dumb. We might not know everything, but we're open to learn, and we're open to admit that, all right, he know that, let me learn from him.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You learn from each other. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just literally being myself. And, I appreciate people for loving me, being me. And I'm, just going to keep doing it, just winging it, learning a few things here and there, and just progressing this movement as far as it can go. Because I think, I'm down for the independent artist takeover, to be honest with you. I'm really down for that. It's just so many gems that are out there, that some people don't listen to. And it's so funny because I shared that one birthday wish video, right, of my daughter, at work, and they're like, well, who's that? I was like, that's the point. I want you to listen and tap into his music. Oh, by the way, he's in queue. Yeah, I think you need to check your queue.
Okay, how do I check my queue? Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Yes, here he
Here he
is.
is. Hey, my guy.
Here he is. Here he
I've been
is.
waiting on y'all. I've been up.
What's up, Pimp?
What's up
What's
with
up,
y'all? I'm
Mr.
sorry,
King Game
I'm still
Classic? How
in
you
here.
doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm up in here, still in here working, dog. That's why,
And,
I
and
still got the mask and shit on. We about to close it up,
Mhm,
though.
nah,
mhm.
I'm sorry. Say Samantha, go get your introduction because I got something to say. 'Cause that's dope.
Yes, I just want to say, this is day one here. This is Pen Game Classic, and we want to just express, much respect for you for coming on and working. Being an independent artist, it's much respect. Most of us still have to work, to pay those bills. So what you're doing right now, this is just, mad respect.
Close. Fucking close. Don't
Close,
ever say
close,
close.
close. Yes.
Shit.
That's what's
God
up.
damn.
That's what's up. For all those tuned in, this is the independent grind. So all that bullshit y'all be all them smoking mirrors about niggas is rich. No, he works a regular job and still pursues his music and takes care of his family. That's independent grind. If y'all don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
the
it gets
true
so.
grind.
You know what? It's funny you say it. It shit gets so frustrating, dog. Because I don't want to put her in one of my coworkers can attest. The last like 7 days, man, it's been slow as hell, man. Ain't nothing cracking. Soon as I want to do this interview, motherfucker come in wanting to buy all this shit, and I knew it. 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 I said, watch these motherfuckers want to buy everything today.
Right.
You gotta take their time.
Right.
Oh no, we want that. No, go. Well, let's get this. Let's that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm like,
that's how
yo,
it always.
we
That's
get
how it
shipment
always is,
tomorrow.
man.
Trying to throw the lob to them. Like, just come tomorrow. They tonight. So I'm just glad that they out of the building, man. I'm glad for
Right.
real.
Right.
So,
This is
so
Damn,
real grind here.
real
Mm-hmm.
grind. So just
so the
real quick
grind
before
never
we get
stops.
a little deeper, I just want to let the people know where you're from. You was Kagan, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
D-Town. You spent a lot of your childhood in Berlin, Germany. You from I guess your pops was in the military or your family had some
Yeah,
military background. You got your name, like the classic part, from Renaissance, your love for Renaissance music. Now, I'm gonna lie, when I read that, I was like, yo, that's something you don't hear every day. You don't hear someone like in love with Renaissance music, classical
yeah,
music from the Renaissance era. So I
yeah.
was intrigued by
And
that.
I'm gonna bring it for you. I'm gonna bring it to you. What happened was we were out there in Germany and stuff. One thing I will credit them, the school systems, is we did a lot of trips, to actual like German museums. We were studying the actual composers, the actual Bachs, and we had tangible stuff that we can actually go see. So during
Mm-hmm.
this time and era, hip hop was sampling a lot of those guys. So I'm actually learning about these guys, and then back home, there's producers back home as in America. There's producers that are actually sampling these guys the same time I'm learning about them. So I fell
Wow.
in
Mm-hmm.
love with the way the sample sounded with the Renaissance music to hip hop. So that's why I had named myself Classic, because I wanted to have that type of appeal over, hip hop beats. I wanted to have that type of sound in my delivery or what I represented. So I just merged the two.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it works because I like Sam can attest to this. I told her I was doing this, so she didn't see me, but I would listen to all three of your projects: the Black Side, Loner, and Graffiti Rap.
Yeah.
Now, all three of those, I hear the elevation, the growth, and as far as the what you're rapping about, what you're going through, and it just seems so authentic. And I was telling Sam earlier, like, yo, dude, now I understand. Which leads to my segue to my next thing, the category other.
Yes.
When I seen that, I said, no, that's dope category, and it made sense with all three projects.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's so dope. I wanted to ask you a question on the Black Side. Did you get those inserts from Uncle Tom's Cabin?
Yeah. You at the beginning you talking about?
You
Sam,
got it.
when I
No,
say
I
Sam,
think it's hold up. I think
Yep.
it's from the movie. You mean at the beginning?
Mhm.
That's off a movie. That's off a movie called Trick Baby.
Trick. I gotta get, but the
Trick
other one you
Baby.
had, I think it's like one of the interludes. Is that Uncle Tom? I know. I'm like, it gotta be one of them. Has to be
Nope.
Uncle Tom's Cat.
Nope, it's not. That's the
Wow, I gotta get that.
that is
You said Trick Baby,
that's a lecture from Bobby Hemmett.
bro.
Mhm.
And I heard,
Yeah.
I had to hear it 3 times. I'm like, yo, because you have to really hear that part to understand it, because it can easily go by you. And
Mhm.
I'm only saying that to say because I don't want to do too much. I'm gonna let Sam do her thing. I just was so intrigued by your artistry when I read up on you and did my research.
Yeah.
I was intrigued about who you were. You went to Arizona, did the whole hustling out the tape out the car. You ran the music scene out there. You opened up for Pharrell, DJ Quick. So I'm intrigued about it because that's what I'm with the in the streets type of thing, and I love that. I just love that. So I just want to shout out to you, shout out to your movement. Shout out to graffiti rap, and I'm gonna let Sam do her thing. I'm just here to enjoy the moment, man. I'm just enjoying the moment, man.
Bro, I
It's
agree.
enjoying.
Hey,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna talk to the Sam just yet. We're gonna,
Yes.
I appreciate everything you just said, bro, because it has been that journey as long as it's been, and just to hear what you said, that's exactly how I want people to listen to it feel. I want them to be able to be like, this dude is giving, like how you broke down all three and then you put it all in one. That's what I've been fighting for, to have it put underneath that category other, so it can all come back to that. So I appreciate you really doing your homework, really listening, really putting it together, because it takes one to know one. So you
Yeah.
got a great mind and you got a great pursuit yourself, and for you to put all that together, that's the same way I listen to music. So that's the same way you put it together. It's the same way I listen to it. So I appreciate that coming from you, brother.
Nah, you earned it, man. You earned a fan in me. So I'm waiting to see what you got coming up. What's in the future in the works for you? Oh, you know what? I just got one more question.
Go
That
ahead.
Africa,
Yeah.
that Africa trip. Now, hey, let's break down when you left and when you came back. How different was your mind frame? Because you left pre-COVID and
Yeah.
came back to the whole new world.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's like energy wise and how I was feeling inside of me. It's like it felt like how we were already feeling when COVID started. Like I had a lot of things going on, rather it was the job or rather it was just personal. And we needed a break, man. Like it just felt like we just were exhausted. We hearing stuff
Mm.
about Trump all the time in the news, and it's like you just need a break from this country sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It's like
Word.
you would live in this country, so it's like you got a citizen should deserve a break from this motherfucker with the amount of shit they put us through. All expense paid trip the fuck up out of here, man. Just so people can get their mind clear. So,
Word.
You're right.
when we left, I'm not only thinking like, okay, I've never been to Africa. Let me try to soak that in, being black, and finally being, in the motherland. And then, I'm not in a part of it because my wife is from there. That is like quote unquote like people visit. So I'm out there only one speaking English for a whole month. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Most of them don't know English like that unless they're younger or in college somewhere. They know a little bit, but most of the people that I was around, I was the only English speaking for a month, which was so peaceful. It was peace, going around, seeing. It felt good not being understood, and it felt good listening to people and not understanding nobody. Because you have no responsibility.
Yes.
You in a room sitting there letting people talk. You don't got to pretend like you're listening. You in your own world, man. so it felt good to get away. But
Mhm.
Oh man.
I knew when we got back, all hell broke loose because we were hearing reports of COVID when we were out there. And I was like, this thing is about to get ugly because remember, they had it out there first. It was in China, and then when we were in Paris, we saw that it was starting to get to Europe, and we had luckily got back before it started really blowing up. Because I kind of felt like, oh, this thing is not in America yet, but it's real bad out here. So
Mhm.
and it got to America, and it was a wrap.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
I could now.
the views. Now, how are the views out there? I know the views were like incredible, like never like. 'Cause I know that shit they show on TV is bullshit. That shit they show about Africa struggling and all that, but that's bullshit. I
Mhm.
know that shit is entwined with this richness, not money wise, just the land. It's got to be
Man,
those beautiful things.
it's the most beautiful thing, man. Like, and I mean, and no disrespect to Africa, but you could literally spit on
Mhm.
the ground and something will grow. You know what I'm saying? You can
Mm.
spit on the ground and something gonna grow. Like that land
Wow.
is so rich. You know, like where my wife and them are, they're big on olive trees. So every family
Mhm.
land is filled with olive trees, which is, you know, you go to Walmart, if you get any of that Tunisian olive oil, a lot of that
Mhm.
comes from my wife where they're from because they're in Tunisia. A lot of that olive oil is imported from their country, and you got
Wow.
trees for miles, man. You got the fruits. You know, people are eating their own fruits. You know, so you got grapevines, you got orange bushes, everything, man. They growing their own food. We didn't even go
Yes.
to a grocery store unless we were getting fresh meat, and that was fresh kill that night.
Really?
Mm,
But the
mm.
fruits were already grown outside. So,
Mm.
and you know, you're like not trying to, you know, give too much information, but you will clear out, you
Yes.
will drain.
Yes.
Your body's gonna get rid of all the stuff that you ate over here in America. So, you know, as my
Mhm.
system cleared itself,
It's
I'll be
cleansing.
fine after that. But I cleansed for about a good week or two. And then my body
Yeah.
was good, man. And they make a lot of spices. You know, you go to the markets, you get the spices that's like, you know, on the cartoons, or if you watch some of those
Mhm.
movies, they got all the old spices up in the mound on
Yeah.
the hill. And you just go ahead, get your spices, you know, get all your
Mhm.
products. You go home and you cook it up, man. And that's where we are from. You know, that is home. You know,
It's
and
Oh
it took a while to soak it up.
yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
that's on my freaking bucket list, man. I don't care how old, how long. I have to go to have that experience. I wanna just grow something from the ground. I don't care if it's a tomato. I don't care if it
Yes.
looks good. I don't care if it's pretty. I just want to say I did. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I want to just.
it's a
I want to
wonderful
touch the
experience.
land. I just want to touch the land. Like, yo, I did it. I was, oh, sweat. Like, I want to
Yes.
sunbathe. I want to be planted and all that stuff. I want to, and yo, because
Mhm.
I'm saying you don't even know how much when I and you said it in the intro of your song.
Yeah.
After I read it, I was like, he said it in the intro. I said, yo, he's this kid, this guy's this. I'm about to book a trip. I'm broke, but I'm about to book it. Let's yo,
Well,
Yes.
y'all take the
it,
Yes.
wheel.
it changed. It made me so at peace that when I got home,
Mhm.
I was able to handle the coronavirus thing because I was already thinking ahead. Like, okay,
Mhm.
I see what they're trying to do, but we need to focus on relocating and getting some peace of mind out there.
Yes.
I'll tell any brother and sister, you put it on your plans. It don't matter where you
Mhm.
go. I know people are worried about where do I travel. Well, if
Right.
you just stay on the coast, stay on the coast. So that
Mhm.
means whether you're doing east or west, just visit the coast because the Sahara Desert is at the bottom of my wife's country, and that takes up the damn near half the continent. It's the Sahara Desert, and then you got the
Damn.
rainforest underneath.
Mhm.
So you know those areas are a little dangerous, and those are the areas that you know people that are traveling. You don't need to be in those environments unless you really know some people like that. So you just stay on the coast. You ride the
Okay.
whole Morocco, Algeria. You got Tunisia, you got Libya, you got Egypt, and then you go
Mm.
on the east coast of it. You got all those countries that are on the east coast, and then you got all the way down to South Africa. Just stay
Mhm.
on the coast of Africa, and you got enough history where if you can go do that a couple of times, then and feel good about it, then you can start to explore. But for an introductory point, definitely just that. And it's very easy. Like once you get there, our money is worth more. So the
Yes.
dollar is worth more than whatever dinar is in existence. So you're gonna get more money back, or you're gonna get more buck for your money because our money's worth more. They always got guides, they got tours, whatever it is that you're at, because you'd be surprised how much, especially North Africa.
Yeah.
You could see when all the invaders came in and set up shop. Like we were seeing a lot of, there's a Coliseum 45 minutes away from my wife's house that's damn near the size of the Roman Coliseum. And
Dang.
it's in Tunisia. We got pictures and stuff from that. It was breathtaking. And it's like chilling 45 minutes from where she stayed, just chilling. I'm like, you gonna tell me this was up here? She was like, oh no, I didn't think. I'm like, yo, you need to tell me when it's some stuff like this. I'm like, this
Exactly.
I'm like, we happy about going to the beach. I'm like, I would have been more excited about looking at the stadium.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's the second largest coliseum in the world.
Wow.
And then you got the which I'm pretty sure you will like, my brother. It's the Hannibal stories. That's in Carthage. That's in Carthage. So you go up to Carthage. You got Carthage still intact. We took pictures up there. That's right by the Mediterranean Sea, where he whooped Rome's ass, and went up there in the Alps and had the elephants and rode up there and defeated Rome at the gates. And a lot of European generals, a lot of American generals study his tactics because they don't understand the African mind. You need to look at him, because what he was doing was, they don't understand why he didn't put his foot on Rome's throat and just get them at the capital, defeat them at Rome, at the Vatican, when he had them down. They're like, how do you do that? But the African mind isn't the same as the European mind. That's a big hint. What he was doing was buying them time in Carthage before Rome came back and really did damage. So that's what he was doing. But his military tactics, how he did it, you speak to anybody that's really deep in military, it's still unheard of. Like, they don't understand how this man took elephants through the Alps and defeated, in that time, 70,000 Roman soldiers at their own territory. Black, and they don't even teach this in high school.
Word, they definitely
how
don't.
many black kids know about Hannibal of Carthage?
No, you don't. They don't even know about him.
Here we are, Black History Month. I'm throwing some real Black history, not this
Yes, you are.
shit that's attached to slavery. We were more than before slavery. We were out whooping ass and taking names before slavery. So and I learned a lot of the people there are more in tune with our history than we are. So a lot of the Arabic guys, hey brother, bro, and they're not Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern Arabics is a whole different swag from African Arabics.
Oh,
A lot of the Middle Eastern, that's when you see the tension. But the African Arabics are way different because a lot of them are black.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of them have black in their blood. We're not talking about the ones in the Middle East that are on that other shit. More, the ones in Africa a little bit more humble because they know. Then they there. They know, brother. That's why they say brother, my brother. That's what I get called out there. Hey, my brother. They don't say how you doing, sir, or how you doing, man. They say my brother because they know we the bloodline, they related. Some way, some form, they related to black. If you out there.
Yep. Nothing but kings and queens. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Y'all should say you're welcome now, viewers. You just learned something new. Because the real that 18 Hannibal is not the real one. The real Hannibal was black. My mother told me that when I was young.
All documented truth, can all be researched, can all be looked at. Go look for it yourself, viewers. It's all out there to be seen and to be heard.
Yeah.
See, this is a deep brother right here. I'm gonna tell you that, man.
I was just in high school real fast. Took a quick course in history just now.
Oh, bro.
This dude is deep.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It took me, to go out there to see that, and that as much technology as our country got, as much things the United States got, that the fact that every black child don't know that, it's just killing. That's another day, another topic for another day. I just found that out. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it took me so long to know about it is a whole nother story in itself. That's why we need to get our asses out of here and go and see what else is hidden from us too.
Yes, it's a whole lot. a
Yeah.
whole lot. And you know
Yeah.
what? When you bring that, you know what makes me a little upset about how we think? We don't even want to go search for the real truth. We rather just click with the
Yep.
lie and just live the lie because it's
Nah,
comfortable.
fuck that. Nah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a different
I'm
breed,
gonna go out
brother.
there.
I'm trying to
I'm
find
going out there.
peace. I'm trying to find
Yes.
peace, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to find something that the guy my daughter buy before it's time for me to say bye about this joint. That's where my mind is
Yeah,
at right now. So I'm looking for answers when I already kind of know, but I'm looking for her sake so it can be documented where she can come behind and if she takes an interest in it, she can look and she can actually see because she is half. So that is
yeah,
it's
Yes.
funny to say that's her country and really that's all of ours, but that's half her home and over here is half her home. So she's gonna have more influence to go over there and want to see what's going on.
yeah. And you doing it from young too. So that's the key. You instilling that in her young.
Yeah.
So by the time she gets to a
Mm-hmm.
certain age, it's gonna be like a natural thing. Like, now I'm going back home, my real
Yep.
home.
And when you out there and when you at in New York, a lot of those conscious brothers, I don't know if they still do it, but I know in DC they were doing it. They used to have the little battles and stuff on the block and be speaking the
Yeah.
knowledge and speaking that stuff.
They,
And
they still
I
do it.
remember those dudes doing that, and it's funny because when you actually leave and you go to these places that they're arguing over, you won't even want to argue with nobody. If anything, you like, brother, come up here and share this experience with me. Like it's like being over here is so poison to our minds, bro. It's crazy how poisonous it is living here, man. It's poison,
It
bro.
is. It
We need
is.
to be
That
and
down to the food we
everything
eat,
straight
everything is
poison.
just,
Like
it's
Mm-hmm.
not for us.
I told Sam when she one of the things she wanted to do was she wanted to get artists together. She
Mm-hmm.
wanted to before she linked up with you guys, she wanted to, make sure that we put the underground artists at a way where they can sustain their careers, do things on their own, make moves for themselves. And I also told her one of the things I wanted to do is organize and have trips set up
Yes.
where we can go back to Africa. And
Oh, that'll
I
be
know
dope.
one guy has a tour set up for Ghana, and I
Ooh.
want to definitely do the Egypt area. I know some guys that I actually live out there. That area is very important for us, and I'm not going to mention too much about that on here. But that whole lineage, I think every black child should know that growing up before they even think about a college. They need to know the
Yeah.
Mhm.
Valley of the Kings. They need to see the hieroglyphics. They need to understand what they mean, and they need to
Mm.
understand that all relates to your body.
Ah,
Yes.
The hidden
Mm-hmm.
messages that they left is not physical because you got Europeans coming in there manipulating it to a physical. It is
mm.
internal. All that is internal, and our kids need to learn that because the psychological warfare that's being played on them, it will help them deal with the everyday shit that they have to go through because they already know in their minds where they're trying
Mm-hmm.
to ascend to.
Yes.
You you just dropped some jewel just now, like that. Yeah, we so caught up in this material outside
Bullshit.
physical world, we're not even focusing on training the internal, that which is more important, which is us.
Yes,
You know,
because we have,
you
brother, you
said,
got so much fire in you. You got so much fire in you naturally, like just the way that you express yourself, the way that you speak. I tell someone, I was like, man, that brother got some energy in him. That is natural. That can't be
Mm-hmm.
duplicated. There is nothing like you are one of a kind. Can't nobody be a better you than you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that energy that you got, everything that you possess, you will put that much into it. That's why I know if you believe in something, you're going to put that much energy into that shit. So just
yeah,
imagine all these kids being trained to know how to use that,
Mm-hmm.
not put too much energy into something that they don't need to. Then they got even more energy to focus on the things that they really, really want to focus on instead of,
Yes.
okay, I might want to do this. That ain't working. You don't waste energy. We don't need no more wasted energy no more. We
you're
need to
right.
use all of our energy and we need to conserve whatever we don't need and use it for meditation, use it for
Mm.
peace, better
Mm-hmm.
auras, cleansing, We need to focus because it's a war, like Prodigy said. It's a war going on outside. No one is
And
safe.
Yes.
That one was so many people had. They thought he was talking about a real like shoot up war. He meant
Nope.
of him. It's a
Yes.
psychological war. He said that 20 years ago.
20 years ago, man. 20 years ago. And it took me until, recently to actually understand that bar and understand where he was coming from. I saw glimpses of it, but when you actually sit down and you like, damn, shit, this brother was really taught. Like, you seeing what's happening on TV, you seeing where they shifting. Because when you start, I hate to say it, but when you start seeing the cartoon Soul with Jamie Foxx in it recently, when you start seeing stuff like that on the mainstream, the jig is up.
Yes.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign for us. It's just we not all together. We don't got to be together, but we need to all know individually. You need to start on your path. If you're not on your path, you need to get on your path because they are already trying to beat you to the jump on your own shit. So now they realizing, we need to be in tune with ourselves, and we need to apologize for being so rude to these black people back in the day. We need to start Black Lives Matter and all this. We need to start doing all this stuff because we realize how we are going to be judged as well. So that's what this whole thing is about. And people are not understanding why things are going on. Let those white folks let them do what they got to do, because that's not going to get you to where you need to get to. We need to focus on us eternally because there's a lot of self things that took place with the slavery. We had to build shadows to protect ourselves, some things that we don't necessarily feel comfortable with. Now we got to start overcoming all that stuff in order to sustain. And they put us in a psychological bind all these years. We got enemies. They remember what they said? They said I think Brother Panic says this too. Brother Panic does a lot of stuff on this when he's like, your closest enemy is closer than you think, because that's the shadow that we have put up from childhood all the way until now, where we don't even realize it. And those shadows get in the way, and they're natural, and they can actually turn on you. Because like he said, he used a perfect example. He was like in New York, he's like, because I think Brother Panic is from New York, where he's like, where you see these dudes and you like, yo, okay, let's get the guns. Let's get the guns. And y'all want to do it like that. He said that's a shadow, because a nigga's coward and don't want to step to him as a brother and speak with some common sense. Hey, let's get the guns, yo. Let's get the guns. That's a shadow. That's something that's created to not handle a confrontation the right way, or how people just don't look at each other in New York, because a nigga gonna come up and ask you for a 5-piece or ask you for some bread or something. So you don't even want to look at somebody because they're gonna come up to you and ask you for some bread. That's a shadow. All these things that we put in place, we got to have clear. That goes into the process of them weighing the heart as the feather at the end of the road in the hieroglyphics in the pyramid. That is what they do when your heart has to be clear of all that shit in order to be the same weight as a feather. So that is the bar that I'm dropping today, because everyone needs to, and this stuff is true. Like, you got white folks on Instagram. My coworker just showed me a young white lady talking the same knowledge. When she just showed me that, I'm like, man, I'm finna use my voice tonight. I'm finna use my voice tonight, because this is ridiculous. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man. Like, I'm not at all jealous or envious of anybody picking none of this, but my people need it the most. And we don't even talk about it. Like, and I'm just letting it flow, because it needs to be said, man. It needs to be said. And we need to focus on, because I think the last age was the age of enlightenment, where you start learning. And now as we go into Aquarius, everything is already on the table. Everything's already revealed in this era. So what you do is now you have to have conflict. The staff of Tahuti has the snakes that go all the way around it. The medical thing stole that. When you got the snakes coming up meeting, and then you got the wings on the top of that staff of Tahuti. These are characteristics that are in the movie of The Wizard of Oz. and they use that all throughout that to symbolize the female energy. And you got, I'll show you that picture, Sam.
Yeah.
Isis and the female energy is what is in this era is going to help us, because we got to think more on that particular aspect, the feminine aspect of energy. Not, people think too physical. This is energy, spiritual.
Yes.
It don't got nothing to do with, you got to feed off of a woman's energy more, maybe less arguments, maybe thinking different as a man. And this is what's going to help us, because we are stuck in a loop cycle on between where we're at. And that's what the Sphinx represents, the lion. And then, that you got the dual personalities between the lion in that movie, Wizard of Oz, is a big deal, because that symbolizes the two, yin and the yang. The cowardly lion, put him up, and the I'm scared lion. Those are dual personalities. So then you have the Isis who comes down in the Wizard of Oz from that red ball. That represents the feminine energy, because we are stuck between two lions, and the feminine energy is the only way that we're going to be able to get out. Brother Panic decodes that movie on YouTube. It's Brother Panic decodes Wizard of Oz. So you can get all your fruits. Get all your fruits from that. I'll just kind of give you a little introduction. But people need to go out and check that. They need to go out and they need to listen to that, and they need to start applying that, because our internal battle starts now. And you don't have to die to start your process to ascend. You start that shit now. You don't wait till you die and then it's too late. Then you're gonna be recycled right back to this bitch. You gotta start that motherfucker now. In order to ascend out this bitch when you die. So those are some of the things that we don't even realize. And it's gonna take people having to really look at some facts, visit some countries, and start picking up some real knowledge that you can see in front of your face instead of someone preaching to you. You need to go out there and see how these other cultures are doing the same shit off the same thing that was taken away from us and stripped from us, and our way of thinking stripped, that we have to go back to. And that also is why this movement is so powerful, why y'all need to tune in to this brother and this sister, because it's bigger than this music. But y'all need to really tune in, because we're trying to really get this energy moving in the only thing we know how. We can't help that we were separated from wherever we were separated. We can only do what the hell we can do now.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is just one thing, but to relate it to everything else, we just moving forward, and we only going off that energy. So you can be in Mississippi, you could be in LA. If your energy is matching, come ride with us. If your energy is not matching, then you might want to sit on the side, because we're not playing. Like this movement with the certified nation and everybody up there, it's coming from a different sense of aura. The energy is there, and this thing is not going to slow down. And that's why people are wondering, well, damn, why this Sam is on here doing her thing, and and oh man, it's just so many artists, and those artists don't even know the half of what is about to take place. They're just doing music, but it's a spiritual, it's a force behind this that I'm seeing that's happening natural without us even thinking about it, man.
Yeah,
but
every day.
Tonight.
You're absolutely right.
Every day. Right, and I'm seeing Miss Magic right now, like you two as artists coming together. You guys didn't know anything about each other. Now look at the camaraderie.
I checked out Brooklyn Bread because of you. You put me on to him at first, and I started seeing it. I'm like, man, this brother got some energy. And I like that. I like to have energy, because that just means that this brother has so much to say. He got so much, and you got to think about a person with that much energy. You got to think about their brain.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Think about what they got in their mind, and that brother got more. I'm saying it's just in a human form. He can't be expressing himself the way he's thinking it in his mind. It's impossible, because that energy is from somewhere else.
Yeah.
The human experience it can only deliver half of what
that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
we are
Mm-hmm.
more capable of doing. So that brother is a lot more powerful than you think.
That that is deep.
He's got a
That's
lot,
deep.
and I sense that in him.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, okay, whatever this dude's touching, he's not fucking playing around. Like he's really going all in, and it tells him the music is, yeah, man. It's hard to do that. Like go out there and
Yo,
just do what they do, that type of stuff. That's not easy for a lot of artists to do, man. And I know when artists when they hear somebody say that, they probably looking at it like, oh, okay. Nah, it's not. No, because take an artist from Mississippi or some of these country places or Kansas City or Denver or
Yeah.
even LA. Put them out there in New York City and put them on them streets and say, move your product.
Mm-hmm.
That will make a lot of people quit doing music. I
work.
guarantee you. I
You ain't never
guarantee you.
lie.
It's
I
a grind.
guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make you quit doing music because it's you got to show something,
Yeah.
and then it's all about live. Give me something, you gotta. That's why his energy, I feel it. I feel where this brother's energy is coming from, and that's why I co-signed on. Like, yeah, I'm all for what we got going on here because I
Yeah.
got the same energy too. It's just I reserve and use it in certain spurts. But this brother got it, man, and I'm definitely here for you guys in that regard, man, on anything.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's funny you said that because sometimes I had it because I have my own podcast that I'm gonna get you on too. That I do it every Sunday individually with my team, and I was talking about just like mental health and how we think and just we so backwards because when you being woke is cool, but applying what you know it changes the game. Just knowing
Yes,
something is
yes,
cool, but if you're
yes.
not applying it, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? And
Right.
then I was doing so much
It don't
stuttering,
even
like I
matter.
was, yeah, and I had so, like you said, I had so much stuff in my mind. Sometimes I get caught up in like, because my mind is just like, but
Yeah.
like you said, my body is not. I can't get it all out there like that. So it's crazy you said that. It kind of makes me understand why I might stutter or get caught up because there's so much going on
It's
up here
like
that
a
I want to get
generator.
out.
It's like it's like a generator. You
Yeah,
said you got a powerful force that you have to split between two other forces. You're not getting the full flow.
Yeah.
Your shit has to
yeah,
come down
Right.
and it has to filter through a human outlet. So
yeah,
so your energy is coming from a different dimension or different wherever in space, and you're trying to filter that through a human. So it's just hard to get that type of flow out, man. And that's why I'm like, I told Sam, I said, man, that brother got some energy. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
that brother
Yeah.
has
Oh
energy.
yeah.
I said, he got some energy, and it's hard to have energy like that. It is
Yes.
hard. Like you can't do it. It can't be duplicated. You can't fake. And another thing, you can't fake that type
yeah,
of energy. It can't be fake. You either have that energy or you don't, and that's like God given. That's special. That. So the only thing I can say is keep stuttering, keep doing whatever you're doing.
yeah,
Because if a conscious motherfucker will understand why. It's from now
mm,
on, I'm not worried about people who don't understand no more. If the people, oh, this brother's doing this and that, I'm not even worried about people like that no more. People who want to, pick at something and make, man, whatever, like it's just like if you don't
Mm-hmm.
understand the essence behind this brother's story, then
mm-hmm,
you gotta don't let's not even talk. Don't talk about the brother if you don't want to talk about the story because we get ignored, and that's what they want. They want us not paying attention to one another. They want us not,
mm-hmm,
taking the time out. That's what COVID did. Everybody
Yes.
started
mm-hmm,
talking. Everybody started slowing down. Now all of a
mm-hmm.
sudden they want to open things
Mm-hmm.
back up, but we don't find better ways to do this now with these shows. And we can really take this thing to where we got our own network and where artists are dropping and they getting 50,000 real streams just off
Mm-hmm.
the network first week. We want to do that for the independent artists where they getting 50,000 off the first week.
Mm-hmm.
And getting everything clean, where we don't got to worry about these labels that are just spending money on fake ass plays and getting music taken down off. Like, dude, what does that represent? Like, that doesn't represent making it to the big leagues when you got to do some fraudulent shit. What is that?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what's considered slaving your craft. And then all of a sudden you see that's like cheating. If you in doing what you do in the honest way and making your music pure, and all of a sudden you see everybody above you is cheating, then you should hold yourself to a higher standard and view yourself different. That's why I see this movement now. These artists are the future. These cats that are doing it the right way, that's now using this platform with you guys and the one over there on Scarfo and all these other new ones that are about to start popping up. Watch what this thing does. It's going to start having everybody having a voice, like Alex Anani, that cat that just dropped. He would be on an interview with you guys, and I think Scarfo or whatever. He wasn't even thinking about nothing like that. But we brought him in because we want to start developing that pipeline, getting those artists in, getting them their way to shine, because they're going to look around and be like, I don't even need to fuck with nobody. I got everything I need here, and rolling with these cats right here. Don't let these shows start opening up where we can
taking
bring
out the middleman
artists to these venues and perform.
You're right, Sam.
So
taking out the middleman. That's it. That like Sam just said, we taking the middleman now. We are well, there's no end result without us. There's no, you know what I mean? We are the leverage. We are the leverage. They have nothing without us. There's no NBA without us. No NFL. There's no bit. We wish we can shut things down if we do what he just said. Focus on us and not worry about people.
You said it a million, because they will tell you, the industry. Most of them will say they claim that they say they are the machine. They're like, you guys are the creators. We are the machine. So and I told Sam something that she laughed at that was funny. I said, well, a machine can't go nowhere without the oil. I said, so we are the oil. So y'all can be the machine all you want, but you can't go nowhere without the oil. Without the oil, y'all can't do nothing. You're stuck. That's where the industry is at right now. They know they stuck, but they won't admit it. They're stuck. Because if we can do stuff on our own, why the fuck we need y'all for?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what, to just throw y'all bread? We know people doing fake plays. Like if we got a real fan base that's giving us real plays,
real love.
We don't need y'all. And then we got so many people that we fuck with that if shows start opening up, we can get you 15 artists or 10 artist headliners right now.
Easily.
We got some people that are dope. That got some names, that's got some performances, but we can give y'all that now. You don't need to call up whoever label. We can call us up. We'll and we'll take less money than them motherfuckers will. So now you're really building up business. We'll take less bread than if anybody's watching, we'll take less bread than them folks. We're gonna give you a better performance, a better show. And not only that, at us again for another go round. We're not going to be sedity about it. We're going to be professional, handle our business, and we're going to be out a certified nation. And it's about to be a new day. It's about to be a new day, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Real quick, because crazy, the hour is almost up. When you talking about when the vibe is great, Tom be like, woo, wee.
Right.
I don't want to make sure people know.
And I was supposed to be at home already. I said, you know what? The store got
right.
I said, fuck it. I'm going to just do it in the store. Fuck it.
Right. Might as well.
Do the shit in the store, man.
That is real. That's 100 real. That's how we do it.
That might be my new shit from here on out. I might just do my interviews in the fucking store.
Hey, might as well.
Fuck it.
Until you're not there no more, okay? That's the goal.
Yeah.
Before this thing ends, I want to make sure people know where they can find you. where they could see your music and all of that stuff, and
Yeah.
also where they could find Sam and where they could hook up with Sam and all that. So you just give her your handles, your info, and then Sam after that you could do the same thing before this thing ends, so we could promote this on IG within that hour.
We got about 20 seconds. We got about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
PinkManClassic.com. All my information is on there. So just go to my website. It's got my social media, all that. Sam, you got 10 seconds.
Samantha Lavelle here on Facebook. All my IG is connected. Follow me. Samantha
You know me.
LEAV.
It's only Mr. Right on History. I love you. Activated, yo. Win game. We're gonna hook up. All right.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go.
Yep.